Hey guys, Spence here at Core 4x4. Today we are going to be going over our Unlink options we have for the JK, the JT, and the JL. These are our new crawler series. They're specifically designed for the Rubicon models, or like this Jeep, a Sport that we put a Rubicon sway bar on. They have the Johnny Joints at both ends, so you can leave them installed while off-roading, and it's not going to limit your flex, much like the factory ones or other Unlinks can. This is a very simple install. We can do it right here on the ground. We don't need jacks or jack stands. It is sometimes easier to remove the tire, but that's not necessary. You can turn it out of the way and get it what you need. So let's get started. All right, guys, so we're just going to be popping off these Unlinks that are on here to get our new Crawler Series Unlinks on. These are a quick disconnect, so we are going to be taking the pins out, so it's an extra step, a factory 18mm socket and a wrench, and it should come right off. Okay, got the Unlink off. Now we're just going to pop the pins out. We had to bust out the Sawzall to get this one off. The bolt on the back of this pin was seized, but we got it done. I did want to mention the JKS Unlinks were great while we were running a non-Rubicon sway bar, but we did upgrade this Jeep and put a Rubicon sway bar on, and now we're upgrading the Unlinks so we don't have to disconnect them when we're on the trail. All right, guys, we're getting ready to put our Unlinks on here. For the hardware, it's very simple. It's just a bolt and some washers on the bottom, but for the top, you do run the spacer that we send with it to give the same offset as factory. So the Unlink is sitting vertical while installed on the Jeep. So they will get installed like this. You can see the factory Unlink has quite an offset, and to account for that, we include a spacer in our kit. And this comes with the Unlinks, but they just bolt on the Jeep just like this. Let's give it a shot. All right, guys, we got these Unlinks mocked up here. A few things I wanted to point out is just that the spacer goes on the top here between the sway bar and the Unlink to get that offset we talked about, so these can sit vertical at ride height and while installed on the Jeep. One thing to note, you want to make sure your Zerk fittings are pointed out just so you can access them to keep these maintained. And yeah, we'll torque these down to 65 foot-pounds on top and bottom. And okay, we're going to throw a little grease in these. Just a couple pumps. When these Johnny Joints are fresh, they are very tight, and it can take a few hundred miles to work the grease in. So we're just going to start with a few pumps, and then we'll break them in and add some more grease later. Camera's going to be all greasy. We got the driver's side done here. It is torqued down and greased up, and now we're going to move to the passenger side. So we just brought the JL in here for a second to show you a factory axle and a little trick with the bracket on the passenger side. Sometimes it can be a little tight, so you're going to want to open it up a little bit to do the Unlink install. The best way to spread open this bracket is just to get something like this breaker bar and just wedge it in here and get yourself some leverage and just pull over. This one's already spread out, so I won't go too far, but you just need to open it up enough to fit the Unlink in there, and they should go right in. I just wanted to give a quick mention to this color because we've been putting a lot of it on this Jeep. This is a special order to match the pumpkin metallic color code. This is called Magma Red. You can call and ask for it, or you can request it at checkout. All right, guys, that wraps it up for the Unlink install. If you have any questions or comments, reach out and we'll help you out, and we'll see you in the next one.